Cork City grew rapidly in the 18th century, an expansion brought about by a surge in the trade of agricultural products. It was the city of newly rich merchant princes, but it was not Dublin or London. Dedicated patrons of the arts were few and far between, and artists who chose to stay struggled to earn a living. The Crawford Gallery is now showing the work of two 18th century Cork artists who, despite their local popularity, never achieved wider acclaim. At one time, much of the work of John Butts and Nathaniel Grogan seemed destined to languish in attics and storage. Often their paintings were wrongly attributed to other painters. Their lack of wider success was due to an unhappy mix of circumstance and fate. Both artists focused on recognisable scenes that had a guaranteed market, like Butts' view of Cork, painted in 1750, which was once attributed to Grogan. Butts often produced large works fast and for little money just to get by. It's an approach that sometimes shows in the finish. Butts had to support a large family. He was an alcoholic who worked for a time as a forger. But some of his paintings do rise above the ordinary. Although both artists were influenced by Dutch and Italian schools, their relative isolation as painters meant that their skills were less refined than the best of their European contemporaries. John Butts eventually moved to Dublin. His Cork-born student James Barry went on to considerable success, but there is no known tombstone for Butts, and he died a pauper. Nathaniel Grogan stayed in Cork and had 19 children, all of whom died of consumption. He made money by teaching and taking commissions for the pleasure of his rich patrons, like this one of Castle Hyde in County Cork. Grogan painted scenes from fashionable novels and works that offer a valuable record of 18th century Cork traditions. Grogan specialised in a kind of crude humour. It has been said that he entertained the wealthy by painting the poor as drunk and feckless. In the years after his death, Grogan's life story was used as a kind of moral tale, not of the dangers of failing to fulfil your artistic promise, but as a lesson to the wealthy classes of Cork, that if they did not support local artists, who would? This exhibition is a worthy attempt to revive the reputation of two of Cork's much-loved artistic sons.